Hello everyone, it's Armstrong here from Adai Miniatures, and today I'll be converting this into this. So let's talk about this Lamborghini. I dislike it greatly. It doesn't have properly scribed door lines, or if it ever had, they are just barely visible under the layer of paint. Like the roof panel is perfectly scribed for some reason, but the door panel isn't. And it is one of those crappy cars that I showed before, and I dislike it so much, but I have like 5 or 6 of them. Yeah, well, they were just coming in the boxes, so I couldn't do anything about that. But it's just this one of those cars, you want to make a performance car out of this, but it just, there is not enough details. Then you start adding details and you overdo it, and so on and so forth. So because I dislike it so much, I decided to convert it. Yeah, because you need to challenge yourself. So to help with that, I have this Hot Wheels Velociracer or something like that, Velociracer, and I already drilled that one. Yeah, it was very easy because it was plastic. So I can remove the pull dino from the top, and thus far I have this idea, but what I want to do is merge them like that. Yeah, cut this little bit of metal out of the Lamborghini and cut this roughly somewhere here, and this is gonna allow me to, when I remove the bit of plastic from here and so on, to slide this under and push this exhaust to the engine. Yeah, it's gonna look like the engine have this exhaust going out, and it is extended and it have these big wheels. I think that this is gonna fix the issue with the look of this car. Yeah, at least the issue for me. So I will cut my saw and start cutting those stuff in half, and cutting this out. And so basically how I want to cut it is from here to here, just as the engine is. Yeah, but unfortunately I broke my last disc for my Dremel. Yeah, so I have to do it manually. I would really break out the Dremel to cut this, because I need to cut this metal base and it's gonna be nuisance. Yeah, so I'll be right back. And now I have 2 cars roughly cut in the half. Yeah, I decided to actually put the front wheels from Velociracer on this, as they look much better and roll better as well. And not that this makes any difference. Yeah. So now I try to figure out how deep I want to push that. Like if I have something to fill in here, that would be nice, but this just shows so much, so I would need to probably push it till about this point. So only about a few millimeters of the base have to be cut. Let's just try to do that. Where's my micro saw here? And how much? I just over exaggerated a little bit. Oh, come on, that's pointless. I'm just gonna take it off and use clippers. It's gonna be 10 times faster. So this much here, this much here. You can see this plastic is very brittle, so I'm probably gonna have to put a little bit of extra plastic card on the bottom or something, but this isn't an issue right now. Right now I'm trying to figure out how much of the metal I'm gonna have to cut out. So there we have it, big gaping hole in this, Now I didn't think about this ones. I just close my eyes because I don't want to get hit by a piece of plastic, and that's the effect of it. No matter whether I wear glasses. So yeah, I just want to push it enough so you cannot see the bottom part of it. So I would need to probably cut them under 45 degrees angle, which I don't know what I do if I could do with clippers. Wow, those clippers really survive a lot. And believe me, that wasn't tested before. It was just a hunch, but maybe. And there we have it, look at that. It works, it fits nicely in here. And let's just look at the metal piece. Yeah, this marriage of Velociracer and crappy Lamborghini is possible. And of course the issue is that Velociracer have his wheels very close to the ground. There's like a millimeter of clearance. So this all gonna create a little bit of an issues. If I can just put a little bit of pressure like that. It's gonna be in here, this is gonna be in here, yep. And then I can, fill this gap, the big gaping hole after the post. I can just put a little bit of the armor plating on that. And of course we have another gaping holes in here. But they are not so bad that I cannot put the armor plating again. Yeah, so wow, this actually worked out. It was a gamble. But I think that I'm happy with what's happened there. Oh, I shake the table too much and my back wall almost fell off. Okay, so let's just clean this piece of plastic up a little bit, maybe shorten it completely like that. It's gonna help with this bottom part fitting in here. We put it straight, like actually I can just go with it a little bit farther, allowing it to sit almost flush, since I'm gonna still put a piece of plastic card in here to cover these gaps. It's still gonna be nice, and this car gonna get completely new look. So yeah, let's just grab the super glue and start finalizing this madness. And I can promise you it's not 4 o'clock at night, it's only about 10 o'clock in the evening. Yeah. But my cat just changed his schedule, especially for you. Yep, it's gonna be fine. But how to glue it now? Let's just grab a thinnest plastic card I have. Metal ruler and a blade. No, but the thinnest one ain't gonna cut it. It needs to be a little bit thicker It's gonna be too thick. This may just do it. Like, I want to put a support under it, and basically this car gonna be standing on that support because of that. Yeah. But otherwise it's gonna just break in half, or I'm gonna have to use a tremendous amount of baking soda to glue it together. Although I could try to make it a bit thinner and squeeze it inside, which I didn't plan on doing. Unfortunately, when you have only this small amount to hold to, it's harder to break. So now I can glue it in here, and this can go in here without any issues. So, cut, snap, and super glue. A lot of it. Yeah, too quickly. The issue is that, you know, it isn't perfectly on the I'm sorry, on the same level. So yeah. Okay, do I need to glue this? Yes, I do. So just a couple of Alright, I need to disassemble this again and glue the insert properly, and then think about the rest. So just glue, insert. This is gonna be holding now. This and this. Like that. Stay like this. Just add super glue. And sorry that I'm not very chatty, but when I'm gluing, when I'm doing more complicated stuff, I tend to shut up. Right? And baking soda. Because I really don't trust either of those connections, so baking soda gonna be the cure for my mistrust of them. And some more super glue, just because I still don't trust them too much. Okay, that feels much better. Oh, and now I can reassemble this weird idea. Oh yeah, the wheel. I forgot about the front wheel. And Let's screw it back. So there we go. This is a extended Lamborghini, I guess. It's, in all fairness, I actually like it. As much as I did dislike the original car, I actually enjoy this madness. Yeah. Can I? Nah. It looks a bit too silly, I guess. Because, you know, sometimes when you start having fun with something, you think about madness, even more madness to it. And I'm just looking at all of the weaponry options I have, you know, like a side cannon or... Oh, okay, I think that I have it. It's gonna have a rocket launcher on top. Sorry, I need to stop because I need to drink something. So yeah, I found this rocket launcher because I remember that I printed it but couldn't find it for a love of Gaslands. Yeah, but right now I have it. And I just wanted to do this big conversion. I didn't think about anything else, so I'm just gonna put plating in here, plating in here, plating in here. And to be completely honest, that's gonna be it, because such a nice conversion doesn't need more. If you do too much, it's gonna retract from the original idea, I think. So just probably the thickest slice of this plastic card that I ever cut. Now just to fill this gap. Now people are in shock because I'm using measurements. So this is gonna... Okay, how did I do that wrong? Okay, no. Measurements are my enemy. Like, they're only gonna disappoint me. You all know how it works. When I measure stuff, it doesn't work. When I do not measure, it works almost perfectly. So now let's just go like that and straight up. Cut like that and come on. And this of course turned out a bit too long for... No, it's perfect. It's gonna be perfect. Just a little bit scoffing because this ain't gonna catch the glue so well. Yeah, and there is actually one redeeming quality about this car. It's yellow. Yeah. And I don't remember what yellow means in orcs. Yeah, but I like yellow, so yay, redeeming quality for a car. Well, of course, for orcs, yellow is a bad moon, so that's one thing. Oh, there we go. And now the side plating. This is wide enough for that. So just, yep, roughly this much. So one plate, and then I'm gonna do the other on the other side. And that's gonna be it when it comes to converting this one. On the other side. Yep. Alright, and there we have it. Totally Gaslandify supercharged supercar. Yeah? Like, there is one little issue. I don't like this straight corner here. Just gonna snip it. And here as well. And as well there is some corners, you know, like sticking out here, and they dislike this as well. So just little snip, work. Yeah, so now I'm gonna black bomb the stuff that I attached. I'm gonna leave the yellow paint because you know that I like yellow color. Yeah, and I'll be right back. And let's get painting. So again, like pretty much any other car, heavy over brush. Yeah, I don't want to cover all the black, but most of it. And now just bringing out this and even that original engine. Yeah. And I painted the wheels black because I didn't like the brown color, so just the rims in the wheels. And I hope that I'm still in the screen, because I tend to, you know, lean forward too much and then I completely forget that I'm recording and so on. Alright. And of course one of those days I'm gonna try the Wasteland Raceway, not weathering the rust effects, yeah, but this one isn't that day. I need to go to sleep soon enough, and I don't think that I have time to spend extra 20-30 minutes on rust effect. But yeah, this was one of the cars that I said to Wasteland Raceway that I really dislike out of them, like my least favorite of the crappy cars. Huh? But you know, I gave it a chance, and so far I'm somewhat happy about it. And not like extremely excited, but passable so far. And what next? Weathering. Let's go with the yesterday mix of paints. So 3 of those. Of course I'm gonna have to paint all of the windows because I didn't put anything on them, as I don't want them to be covered. It's a performance car, yeah, whatever you call it, and it shouldn't be shot at. I assume that it would be outrunning everyone else, so yeah, I don't see needs for extra armor. And rocket launcher is placed on top. It looks like it is a turret, so you can probably rotate and shoot people behind. I don't know yet. Okay, rule-wise, you know, like I know what this looks like, but rule-wise, hard to say. A little bit of red common and mixing. And I like this kind of pinkish color. Yep, it's a dirty pink. So let's get to dirtying this up. And the wheels just got pretty much the same color that they was. This is ridiculous. So very quick filter of dirt on it. You know, if I got rid of more of that paint from the brush, it would be probably better, because it wouldn't put so much on the car. Yeah, but sometimes you just go more aggressive. Alright. And now for the blues, like yesterday. We have two shades of blue, regal blue and I think it is ice blue. Yeah. And I'm thinking I want to use this brush. Well, it is okay for the big window, just to go faster. I didn't put any paint on the windows, so this is the first layer, so it is very slippery, I would say. Oh. You can see how hard it is when you have too big brush to fit those small details, and then how easy it is to rub it out, because, okay, that's just sounded wrong, to rub it off, because the original paint is so slippery. Alright, maybe I ain't gonna need a smaller brush, and again just a teensy bit of lighter blue, and you apply it in the one of the sides of the top of the window, and this should blend nicely together. You can do that as well in the smaller windows. This all should blend. As the paint is still wet. Yeah, so we have this done. Again, very quick. I think that because of that, the car was a little bit warm from drying the undercoat. All of the paints just stuck very quickly to it. And of course, last bit of the work is Nuln oil. And of course, I'm gonna drown the entire body in it, avoiding the windows, the engine, and I only gonna avoid the windows, yeah? The engine gonna be drowned in that as well. It's gonna give that dirty filter of oiliness that Gaslands is kind of, well, not only Gaslands, but generally the diesel punk is known for. Yeah, and Gaslands is definitely a diesel punk world. Alright, and here I have it. Yeah, so I'm just gonna dry it off, throw it on the spin table, and finish this video for you. And here it is, my super car. Yeah, it's definitely a muscle car. It has a bigger engine and I would think two engines, or just, one giant engine, whatever. Yeah, whoever thinks what it is, let me know. But the idea for today was actually to build some wreckage, some trashed cars, and I was thinking about using those two as as the wrecks, and then I put them together and the idea just popped into my head. So there we have it. Sometimes when you just randomly put two things together, you can just get something really cool. So if you like it, please rate, comment, subscribe, share with your friends and family. And this is it for today. So have a lovely day and see you tomorrow.